Graph y is equal to the square root of 1 minus x. So again, we want to look at that inside of the radical, 1 minus x, and that needs to be greater than or equal to 0. So we're going to solve this inequality. We'll add negative 1 to both sides of the inequality. The opposite of x is greater than or equal to negative 1. And now we need to get rid of that negative sign. So we can multiply both sides of the inequality by negative 1. But when you multiply by a negative, it changes the inequality. We have x is less than or equal to 1. So 1's our starting point, and then we have to figure out which way we're going to go. Smaller numbers like 0 or bigger numbers like 2. If I try a bigger number 2 and put that inside here, I have 1 minus 2, which happens to be negative 1. And the square root of negative 1, is the number I. So I don't want that because I can't graph I here on the Cartesian plane. So when I put in 1, we have 1 minus 1 is 0, and the square root of 0 is 0. When I put in 0, 1 minus 0 is still 1. The square root of 1 is 1. And then I have to find another number to put in there to see if I can get a good graph. Let's put in the number negative 3. 1 minus a negative 3 is positive 4. And the square root of positive 4 is 2. Plot those points, 1, 0, 0, 1, and negative 3, 2. So we haven't seen very many square root symbols graphs going this direction. And that's because there was a negative in front of the x inside the radical caused the graph to go off to the left.